In today's video, we're gonna see what are the best mods that will make your Rx8 faster. The mods are ranked from easy, cheap with small power gains to complex and expensive but with massive power gains. A big thanks goes to Autodoc for sponsoring this video. They are one of the biggest suppliers of car and motorcycle parts in Europe, 26 countries in total. So if you need replacement and maintenance parts for your Rx8 or other vehicles, check out their website or app. The link will be in the description. The cherry on the top is that you can return parts within 200 days. Also, massive thanks to Essex Rotary for contributing to this topic. Almost all mentioned mods can be found on their website. The links will be in the description of the video. Alright, so before we start, you need to remember that the 13B Renesas engine in the Rx8 was already pretty well tuned from the factory. Cheap mods that will give more power gains in other cars don't work as well here, but there are a few listed further on. Before you consider trying to make more power from your Rx8 or any car for that matter, it's important to ensure that your vehicle is in great shape before you start. Kick off with a good service and check over. There is nothing worse than looking to make some serious mods only to find out your ignition coils are not working as intended or you have a blocked catalytic converter. In some cases, if you fix a bunch of issues, you'll see a lot of power return to your car that you may not have even been aware you had lost. If you don't do this, you're not gonna get the power you were really expecting. So let's start the first part of the list. These are mods that will free up existing horsepower or will bring in a couple of new ones. The first item is a cold air intake, but not just any. The best performing ones are the AEM intake and the Racing Beat Revy. To get full advantage of this mod, it is recommended that you get a tune afterwards. So now that you've increased the air intake, you also have to increase the air outlet. So the second mod will be a full free flow exhaust. This means headers, mid-pipe and muffler. Along with the cold air intake, it will provide a noticeable increase in power, especially when tuned to work in synergy. Not to mention the amazing sound you're gonna get out of it. The third mod are lightweight pulleys. These pulleys will not increase engine power, but in theory they will free a little bit due to reduced rotational weight. Next, we have a lightweight flywheel. The story here is the same. Your engine will rev more freely due to the reduction in power required to rotate the flywheel. Once again, not a power adder, but an item that releases power normally used to drive a heavier flywheel. Next up, lightweight wheels. The same principle as the flywheel, reducing the rotating mass of anything in the driveline will firstly make your car feel faster as you're making it lighter, but will also require less horsepower to drive. The next item is a two-piece brake rotor disc. Good quality discs will be lighter in the two-piece design than an equivalent one-piece brake rotor. So next time you're changing your brakes, you might want to upgrade them. Alright, so now let's step it up to the next category of complicated mods that can bring in 20 to 40 horsepower. A good ECU tune can sometimes be capable of power increases in areas between 15 and 25 horsepower. This will depend on your existing modifications and the tuner. You will want to make sure you have everything in the first category already covered off. Next, we have engine porting. This can only really be done when it comes time for your engine to be rebuilt. Porting gains can vary from builder to builder, as each engine builder has their own style of porting they feel works. You could look at anything from a simple port clean and polish job to a street port or in extreme cases a bridge port. The further you go, the more top-end power your engine will make. However, you will trade this off against low-end drivability. For the best compromise, street port or half bridge port jobs are usually the most popular, as they do not affect low speed drivability as much. However, they provide some nice power increases further up the rev range. But if you really want your grandma to stop laughing at you, then it's time to step up the game and head up to the extreme category. First off, we have the all-time favorite, turbocharging. Depending on the kit, this can provide moderate to big gains. In some setups, you can expect over 150 horsepower. Next, we have supercharging. This is a little bit more difficult as Petite Racing no longer makes their kit. However, there are plenty of them on the second-hand market if you look hard enough. The typical advertised gains for this mod were around 100 horsepower. The next mod is Pro Charging, another rare item to find these days, and there were not that many produced. A Pro Charger is like a belt-driven turbo. Gains will vary depending on the kit. For more info, check out the Pro Charging website, the link will be in the description. Next, we have nitrous injection. The biggest advantage is that you get to say "too soon, Junior" before pressing that little red button, so you can pretend you're in the Fast and Furious. But other than that, systems have become extremely advanced over the years with top manufacturers like NOS and Zex nitrous systems. For example, the Zex nitrous kit has been found to work well on 65 horsepower shot setups. Some were able to make a 75 horsepower shot work well on their Rx8. You can check out the Black Halo Racing website where Charles has put together an awesome guide. Next up, we have the 13B REW engine swap from an RX-7 FD. If you want some serious turbo power, then look no further than a 13B Rev engine from a 3rd generation RX-7. These engines can make some serious power, and installation is not complicated as the engine is pretty much the same size as the RX-8's 13B Renesis. However, you will need some custom parts like engine mounts, ECU, turbo, manifold, etc. It's a long list, but rewarding when done right. Adaptronic's new modular ECUs are really the way to go here if you're looking at this or even the ultimate engine swap that's coming next. Typical power output for the FD engine will range from 300 to 700 horsepower depending largely on porting, turbo, fuel system, and tune, just to mention a few. But if you want to break out the big guns and you have plenty of cash to splash, then you may want to look at the 20B engine swap. This majestic 3-rotor engine was only produced in limited numbers for the 20B Mazda Yunus Cosmo produced in the early 90s. Mazda made them from the factory with a twin turbo producing around 300 horsepower and installed them in a luxury cruiser. However, in the right hands with the right build and the right turbo, a 20B engine can be capable of 700 horsepower to over 1000 horsepower. This build is not for the faint-hearted, but you will be the envy of your friends and your grandma will finally start respecting you. But don't forget, if you're wanting to make some good power, you will want to support your setup with a good fuel delivery system. A good fuel pump with the correct supporting modifications to the fuel assembly will serve you well in your power aims. Always see professional guidance and experienced specialist if you're in any way unsure on how to proceed. And that's the end of the list. Let me know what you guys think. Comment what mod would you have included in this list. As always, all mods will be linked in the description. So leave a like, subscribe, and check out more Rx8 videos on my channel.